Commissioner Cousin is absent. Commissioner Zarcos,
Here.
Commissioner McPherson,
Here.
Commissioner Black,
Here.
Commissioner Decker,
Here.
and Commissioner Wolf is absent. We have a form. The first order of business is approval of the minutes from May 2025. Is there a motion?
I make the motion.
Is there a second?
A second.
Any questions? All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed have the same right, the motion carries. Next order of business is approval of accounts payable for May 2025.
And I do got a question too. So can you explain to me why there's two different checks made out to Nan McKay? I mean, it's two different amounts, but it's the same person.
MK is a training agency,
Okay.
and they're for two different trainings.
Okay.
Different. Any other questions? And actually, there's an error. Because, oh no, this time. Yep. Any other questions? Is there a motion?
I make the motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed have the same right, the motion carries. There won't be an executive director report today because we have quite a lengthy, agenda, but would like to announce that we are having our tenant appreciation this Friday. So we'd like everybody to come out, the community to participate. There'll be basically food, folks, and fun. Thank you to our sponsors, which were Monco and the Bank of Greene County. Monco's donation specifically went to redoing the basketball court for us so the kids can play safely. Resurfaced and restriped. So we're very grateful for that, and we're hoping to have a great time. We're also going to be planting flowers out in at a planter, so that when we, at that point in the day, we'll just make an announcement, and anybody that wants to participate will just go around the building and help out, so that we can do that.
Yeah, it's just like an unmuted person on it. Could 1203-521-510, thank you.
Thank you. Yep, so we'll have music, and we'll have food, games, and it should be a very nice day. Plenty of things to, water and juice and soda, because it's going to be hot. It should be a good day. All right, next order of business, is there any public comment from the residents? Any residents have any public comment? Resident comment?
Yeah.
Okay, next order of business are our resolutions. Resolution number 555, which is the 5-year PHA plan, and it reads, whereas the Hudson Housing Authority's Board of Commissioners adopt resolution number 555 on June 23rd, 2025. Hudson Housing Authority's 5-year plan and authorize the submission of the 5-year plan to HUD. Whereas under the section 511 of the Quality Housing and Work Responsibility Act, QUARA, in 1998, any local, regional, or receives funds to operate federal public housing or Section 8 tenant-based assistance vouchers programs must submit a 5-year PHA plan. A PHA plan is submitted to HUD once every 5 years on a standardized form, and whereas the 5-year plan will cover the period from 2025 to 2029. The HHA commenced the statutory 45 day public comment period starting on April 14th, 2025 through May 29th, 2025. And a public hearing of the plan was held on May 29th, 2025 for submission to HUD. And whereas the 5-year plan describes the mission of the agency and the agency's long-range goals and objectives for achieving its missions, and now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners for the Hudson Housing Authority hereby approves a 5-year plan to HUD, and the executive director is hereby authorized to submit the PHA 5-year plan to HUD. May I have a motion?
I make it.
Commissioner Decker makes a motion. Is there a second?
Could you, for everyone out there, give a brief overview of what the 5-year plan is, for a housing authority, just so everyone understands the general concept and why we have to do it?
It is basically a strategic plan, and let you know what we're doing and how we're doing it and what we line up with in terms of the state and local objectives. Actually, to that point, let me share this letter and a couple other things that I sent to the residents to make them aware of what the plan was, and what their responsibility was, and if they chose to participate. So on April 12th, 2025, we sent out letters to all Hudson Housing Authority residents and voucher participants. The City of Hudson Housing Authority, in compliance with the U.S. Department of HUD and Urban Development, Quality Housing and Work Responsibility Act of 1998, has developed its 5-year plan for the 25-29 fiscal year. The 5-year plan describes the agency's missions and long-term plan for achieving the mission over a 5-year period. The 5-year plan also identifies or updates goals for the housing authority and shows the opportunity for the residents in our program to provide input regarding planned activities, etc. The purpose of this memorandum is to notify residents in our community of the comment period and a public hearing for the 5-year plan. The documents will be made available at the authority's main office located at 41 North 2nd Street, Hudson, New York. The authority's hours are Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to noon and 1 p.m. to 3. In addition, a statutory 45-day public review and public comment period will begin Monday, April 14, 2025. The public hearing will be held on Thursday, May 29, 2025 at West Towers Community Room at 3:30. It is your privilege to submit written comments on the above items or to attend the public hearing to express your views or both. Any written comments can be mailed to the attention of Jeffrey Dodson, Executive Director, Hudson Housing Authority, 41 North 2nd Street, or email to jdodson@hudsonhousingauthority.com. No later than May 27, 2005. 25, I'm sorry. And the Hudson Housing Authority's mission is that it is to provide a safe and decent sanitary housing in the most cost-efficient manner to the residents of the city of Hudson, and to provide economic opportunities and housing free from illegal discrimination, and to build better neighborhoods by providing comprehensive opportunities for our residents through partnerships and networks working within our community. Our goals and objectives were, and let me know if you want me to go into detail, because you can see the detail, but I'll just high level.
Yeah, I don't think you need to go into too much detail.
Okay, but high level, provide affordable housing at the highest possible level through effective operations of asset management, and we'll list the details for that. Increase the supply of affordable housing, which is obviously our development project and other things of that nature. Increase housing opportunities for residents of Columbia County through outreach and partnerships. Enhance social and economic well-being for residents to foster self-sufficiency and build community support for affordable housing. And lastly, to achieve excellence in business operations. So everything feeds into that, and we go on and talk about what the plan was prior, and what improvements or strides we've made at that time, and what we're going for. And that's it. But it is something that we have to do so that the residents can have input, the community can have input, as well as the fact that this is our guiding light, so to speak, to ensure that we are compliant with HUD's rules and regulations and contracts.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for asking. It's a good question. Is there a second?
Second,
It's been properly moved to second. We'll take a roll call vote. Commissioner Smith is absent. Commissioner Cousins is absent. Commissioner Wolf is absent. Commissioner this gets tough, right? Commissioner Zakos,
aye.
Commissioner McPherson,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
and Commissioner Deck.
Aye.
The ayes have it. The next resolution is resolution number 556. This is a solicitation, this is a RFP for audit, and this is the recommendation based on the evaluation from the school committee. Resolution number 556, whereas the Hudson Housing Authority issued an RFP for audit services on March 10, 2025. Whereas two firms responded, and were evaluated by a scoring committee, and the executive director made the recommendation to accept the proposal from Aprio LLC. Whereas the Hudson Housing Authority Board of Commissioners desire to enter into an agreement with, that should be Aprio, there's an error, just Aprio LLC for audit services for a 12-month period ending June 30th, 2025 and 26, with an option to extend this agreement through June 30th, 2027. Where this agreement will provide an allocation of $34,500 in year one, $36,000 in year two, $37,500 per audit, respectively. And whereas the funding will be used for Aprio LLC for audit services for the Hudson Housing Authority. Now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners hereby authorize the Executive Director to execute the agreement with Aprio for audit services in a form that is acceptable to the Executive Director and Council on June 23rd, 2025, effective July 1st, 2000. Any questions?
We're changing auditors? Is this
So
I
we-
missed, I don't remember who did that.
We are, the previous auditor was, dual CPA. And typically, honestly, for the years that I've been here, they've been the only ones to respond. This year, surprisingly, we got someone else. And they actually scored quite well. It's literally just based on their submission and responsiveness to the RFP. Are there any other questions? Is there a motion? Commissioner McPherson makes a motion. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Commissioner Hector. We take a roll call vote. Commissioner Smith is absent. Commissioner Wolf is absent. Commissioner Cousins. Commissioner is absent. Commissioner Zakos.
Aye.
Commissioner McPherson.
Aye.
Commissioner Black.
Aye.
Commissioner Deck.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you. The next order of business is, uncollectible debt. Resolution number 557, whereas the Executive Director of the Hudson Housing Authority has presented to the Board of Commissioner collection losses for fiscal year, July 1st, 2024, July 30th, 2025, in the amount of $60,117.16 as uncollectible debt. And whereas collection losses are from residents that no longer live at Hudson Housing Authority and have either been evicted or outstanding rent balances or voluntarily terminated their lease without paying rent balances. And now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners for the Hudson Housing Authority hereby approves the write-off of the amount of $60,117.16 for fiscal year 6/30/2025 as uncollectible. Are there any questions?
I do. So. The last one on the bottom,
We shouldn't talk about anybody's names, right?
I didn't say no names. I didn't say anybody's name. But if that person is no longer here. How are you gonna cut that even if they wanted to give it back?
We're not.
Okay.
This is not
Yeah.
collectible.
Yeah.
What does happen with all this? Uncollectible?
Well, we don't send it to a collection agency and it's not a part of our policy, it's just written. So it's a loss.
I'll make a motion.
I'll
And I-
second.
Go ahead.
Motion is made by Commissioner Zakos, is seconded by Commissioner Black. We'll take a roll call vote. Commissioner Zakos,
Aye.
Commissioner McPherson,
Aye.
Commissioner Black,
Aye.
Commissioner Decker, Commissioner Cousins, Zakos, and Wolf are absent.
Or,
The ayes have it. Thank you. The next order of business is, there is no executive session, as I error that I just saw on the agenda, actually, and from the previous meeting, and I'm waiting for that. Is there any public comment? Any public comment? If there's anybody in online that would like to comment, please raise your hand. Seeing none. Commissioners Thomas? And Commissioner have anything to say?
I'm sorry to say I won't be able to make the party this week.
Oh,
I'm traveling
okay,
to
that
Mississippi.
is, you don't miss it. Bless.
Yeah.
That's
I know, I'm sorry. I'm going to the funeral, so it's not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm excused.
They complete the borings?
Yes, yes. The boardings are complete. Thank you for that question. The boardings are completed. We do not have an update on the results yet, officially anyway. That will come hopefully early in July. And then we'll be able to move forward from there, better plan, develop our budget, and present to the state with very solid numbers, reasonably for the same.
Great, thank you.
But yes, it was all completed. As a matter of fact, I should say this to my folks, make sure. Also, Maggie's definitely sure that they alerted me to the fact that there was some, divots in the ground that have occurred before, and the previous folks did not, that done those type of services before did not correct that, but this time my folks graciously made sure that they came over, filled the holes, put down grass, seed, as well as hay, to make sure we get that back, because it damages the, mower when it takes those dips, and is a danger, more importantly, it's a danger to the residents that
Sure,
don't walk the
yeah.
path, because you can't see them in there, they can be very. Yeah, but it was done timely with no problems, and everything was put back on.
Great.
All right, and also to that note, thank you for the cooperation from the police department, as well as the Department of Public Works, who made sure that we had signs up on the Columbia Street side so that we could do the warnings on community parks.
Oh, we did them there too. I didn't realize they were doing them.
Yes.
Great.
We are going to build.
I know, but I just didn't know if they were doing borings
Yeah,
over there.
they have to, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I wanted to say that for the public too, to let them know that this is a holistic project, and we are capturing.
Great.
Any other comments from commissioners?
Motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Commissioner Decker seconds. All those in favor?
Aye.